After Human Torch invites She-Hulk to a costume party, Johnny answers the door and immediately asks if she's dressed as a detective, but only to see her taking off her coat and reveal she's dressed as a maid. Johnny now gets completely shocked and tells her to make herself comfortable, quickly grabbing some wine for the two of them. However, as soon as Johnny suggests they could skip the party and stay alone in his apartment if she wanted, She-Hulk breaks her glass in surprise and immediately says she misunderstood everything, quickly grabbing her coat to leave and shutting Johnny down, leaving him extremely upset. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is with his current girlfriend, Black Cat, when Felicia suddenly says she needs Peter's help with something, immediately showing him an artifact she wants to steal from the big Black Panther's exhibit. But after Peter obviously says no and refuses to hear another word, Black Cat gets super irritated and decides to leave. But that's when Johnny suddenly shows up, overhearing the argument, and quickly tells Felicia he could be her partner if she wanted. A few hours later, after Johnny uses his contacts to take Felicia to the exhibit, Peter uses his photographer job as an excuse to attend the event as well, and starts keeping an eye on the two. But as soon as Johnny asks Black Panther to see the artifact, Johnny and Felicia head into a restricted area, and Peter quickly uses his Venom suit to disguise himself as a guard so he can enter there as well. Black Cat then finally sees the artifact she wanted, and immediately asks its guard if he knows that white guard at the door, and as soon as he realizes that, he immediately runs straight after Peter. And even though Peter manages to hide from the guard and asks Venom to change into another disguise, he quickly realizes that trick won't really work and starts being chased by all the security guards in the exhibit. Meanwhile, Johnny uses his temperature control to fry the artifact's security cameras, and then also bends the protection lasers, allowing Felicia to take off her dress to slip through the barrier and steal the artifact she wanted. Once they succeed, the alarm goes off and the guards rush in, but only to find the artifact still there, a fact which Spider-Man quickly uses as a distraction to escape. Peter then catches up to Johnny and Felicia to ask what happened, and Black Cat explains that the artifact she wanted to steal was actually this, an old lockpick of her father's, which he dropped inside Black Panther's artifact when he tried to steal it many years ago. Peter now gets completely outraged and says Johnny could have just asked T'Challa for the lockpick, but the two replied that it wouldn't have been any fun that way. But while Johnny explains how his plan was genius, Peter ignores him and gets close to Felicia again right behind him. And when Johnny notices what's happening, he immediately tells Spider-Man not to betray his friend Peter and also tells Black Cat to call him anytime, now immediately leaving the two on the rooftop.